In this video, we are going to go over HTML, its history, and how to develop an HTML file. A web page is a simple text file written in HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext is a structure in which web pages are linked together and users can navigate through web pages using hyperlinks. And a markup language is a language in which contents are organized with markups or taggings. So to define an element in a web page, such as a list or page body, pairs of starting and ending tags need to be defined. In the early years, there was no oversight over the rules or syntaxes of HTML files. So browser developers were free to define and modify the language in different ways, which led to different types of HTML. Ultimately, a group of web designers called the World Wide Web Consortium, or W3C, settled on a set of standards for all browser vendors to follow. The W3C has no enforcement power, but because using a uniform language is in everyone's best interest, the W3C's recommendations are usually followed. By 1999, HTML had gone through its fourth version, HTML4, which would support multimedia, online commerce, and interactive scripts. However, there were some inconsistencies among browsers, such as backward incompatibility that made W3C develop a set of standards called XHTML, Extensible Hypertext Markup Language. XHTML demands a set of strict rules. On the other hand, another task force worked on a different version of HTML and released HTML5, which was a rival to XHTML. Unlike XHTML, HTML5 is compatible with its previous versions and does not demand stricter standards as XHTML does. Thus, today, HTML5 is the current version of the HTML language, and it is supported by all current browsers and devices. We will be using HTML5 in this course. Figure 1-1 summarizes some of the different versions of HTML that have been implemented over the years with their release date and their specifications. Because HTML documents are simple text files, the first tool you will need is a text editor. You can use a basic text editor such as Windows Notepad, but it is highly recommended that you use one of the many inexpensive editors that provide built-in support for HTML, such as Notepad++, Ultra Edit, Coffee Cup, BB Edit, and Context. For this course, we will be using Notepad++, which is a free text editor with advanced features for HTML programming. These editors have enough features for most basic projects. But professional web developers working on large websites usually use advanced IDEs, Integrated Development Environment. IDE is a software package that provides all features for the development process, from writing HTML codes to creating a script for web servers. Some of the popular IDEs for web development include Adobe Dreamweaver, Aptana Studio, NetBeans, and Komodo IDE. Web IDEs can be very expensive, but most software companies will provide a free evaluation period for you to test their products to see if it meets your needs. Once we have developed our HTML code, we need a software tool called validator or debugger to check the program for syntax errors. For HTML, a free validator is available on the W3C website. The Notepad+ and other text editors also provide features to debug errors. Web browsers also have developer tools for tracing and debugging syntax errors in HTML documents. This figure shows the structure of an HTML file with its various elements such as HTML, head, and body tags. In this chapter, we will go through these commands and see how to develop a basic HTML file.